Hello and welcome to a bit more of a bigger bite, an example of a strategy paper, how to put together a why, what, how. You'll have seen the earlier ones whereby the idea of this is to get everybody into a knowing space. It's an energy management tool, set the context, manage the energy, coach templates, energy management. And it's a risk reduction method as well, because it gives us a higher likelihood of successful implementation. So three elements to it: why, what, how. And starting with the why, the example I've picked here is a very, very common one I come across a lot, is we need to either renew or upgrade or replace the website. It happens in most businesses an awful lot now. So on that basis, how do we look at whether to have a new website? So here, again, we split this between cultural and commercial. For each cultural effect, there will be a commercial one, and up to a point, vice versa as well. So culturally, we look at it and say, well, why do we want to get a new website? Well, at the moment, it's the public face of our business. It's not doing us any favors. It's a bit old-fashioned. It doesn't really work. Customers won't like it. Staff, again, similarly, can see it. Generally, the orange arrow is here to indicate it's an energy down. The website isn't a feel-good thing, and it should be. It may not be in your business, but you need to think about this. So the commercial side is, it's part of your branding, it's part of your product and your value for your business. It supports your positioning and pricing. It can help you increase your customers and the margin you might get from them. It can also, by building relationships, it can also help you with client retention. And in some certain circumstances, it can actually help you attract and retain staff and or suppliers as well. So generally speaking, this should be, by the time you've done all this should be an energy up, as opposed to the energy down. That's where the energy will go in the energy curve. This is an exciting thing to do, and we're all happy that we're excited about this. So let's have a look at the what and the how now in our why, what, how. It's all in blue, the what part. Remember, that's the thinky part, and it's kind of a to-do list. And we've got things up there. We need to just get a whole load of numbers around this, around what the activities that are currently undertaken with our website, who's looking at it, how long they're there for, does it lead to sales, how does it build relationships, all of these things here. We need to be able to calculate at some level a return on investment. We cannot work out how much to spend on this until we've spent some time thinking about what it's going to do for our business. It could be building the brand, as we said earlier. It could be bringing more customers in, enabling us to get a higher margin or have a better client retention. Or all those things need to feed into an ROI calculation. This one here is ROB. ROI is our return on investment, obviously. ROB is around return on behaviours, because a big part of putting in any strategy is to cope with and encourage the right behaviours, hence that getting into a knowing space again by doing all this work. This in itself is a big investment, but it's reducing our risk and increasing the likelihood of a successful outcome to whatever it is. So it's just a to-do list really. Big thing in here is create the project plan. Who's involved, who's going to be responsible, what the timings are, the timeframes, all around again, putting together some clarity and visibility of the return on investment. Many businesses I know don't do this because it feels like it's slowing the whole thing up. It might slow things up, but it's actually classically taking a step back so that you can take 2, 3, 4 steps forward with far more confidence than you otherwise would. And importantly, somebody's got to sign it off. This should all be in writing, by the way. There should be a written document that is created at this that gets signed off. And as you can see over on the right here, for every item that we've got on the to-do list in the what space, there can be a how. I've run out of space here, but you remember that this is about granular detail. For each one of these, there will be a whole lot of detail around how we're actually going to do and achieve all of these things. I've written in here that there's marketing departments, marketing consultants you might want to bring in for this. There's accounts people, finance people that you might want to bring in as well. So that in here, you are actually establishing your timelines, accountabilities, and budgets, etc. Which all, and the whole thing, together with the bit we did earlier on the why, comes as a whole coherent document that you as an individual or you as a team can sign off confidently, knowing or having a pretty good guess at what you think the outcome's going to be. So terrific investment, but a great discipline to put into your business. And as you put that into your business, it will increase the likelihood of you making more money, and also will increase your actual value of your business as you go along as well. So that's it. That's the end of your bigger bite for this time.